What's up, everybody? It's your favorite local neighborhood firefighter, and guess what? Today we're at the casino and I'm going to be showing y'all some roulette. So let's get at it. Alrighty, everyone. So today we're going to be doing the Paroli and the Romanovsky. Now, these are two very classic roulette strategies. Again, the strategies that I show you on the channel aren't mine. These are ones that have been tested before. I'm just showing them to you at the actual casino, and we're seeing how they actually play out. That's a big thing for me. There's a lot of channels that show you these strategies, but they do it, at home, or they do it online, or they do it on their own roulette table. If you don't have any skin in the game, what's really the point? So we're here at the casino. We're going to see if it really works. So let's give it a shot. Okay, y'all, so we're going to start off with the Romanovsky. We're going to do both of them because they're both pretty simplistic strategies. So we got 500 loaded in. We're not going to need all that. The Romanovsky is pretty simple. It starts off with 8 units. A unit today is going to be $25 because rule of large number averaging, right? The longer you play, the more likely you're going to lose. So we want to start big, and then we can transition to smaller bets when we get to the Paroli. So we got 8 units. We're going to put 3 units on 2 of the 12s. So that first 12, second 12, third 12, or any of those columns. Then we're going to put 1 unit on any corner in that other dozen. So for us, we're going to go with the second 12 and the third 12. And then we're probably going to put stuff probably between the 7 and 11 and 2 and 6 probably. Sorry, they don't have a $25 denomination here. So 20, that's 5s. Okay, so any hit is going to win us $25 or 1 unit. So the goal with this is to, fingers crossed, get 4 to 6 hits and then walk away. So we're betting 200, which I know seems like a lot.
35 black.
Nice. There we go. So we got a hit. We won 1 unit, which is $25. That's why we're betting so much on this. You could bet lower, but you're not going to win as much. If you're comfortable with that, that's fine. Since I'm doing another strategy here, kind of want to bet big to begin with and play off any winnings. But, we could always bust and we would lose $200. For me, my walkaway is going to be 6 wins. You could do 4, which is $100. It's up to you. I want to say that the percentage of winning,
13 black.
that scared me, is in the upper 80s. So this is a really good strategy. I really like it, and I play this all the time. So you saw one again, win 1 unit, so we're up $50. Not bad at all. Again, yes, you are betting $200, but you're winning $25, and the chances of you busting are pretty small, but you can still bust. Keep that in mind. Let's go again.
$26 black.
Nice. Perfect. We are up $75. Not bad, y'all. So you can see why I like this. Note, I get this question a lot. Why do I play in these machines? Because they won't let me film at the tables. Not really earning a lot of comps on this. Gameplay's a lot faster, so I'd always recommend playing at a table. But for the purposes of education, we gotta play on these. So let's go again.
$28 black.
Okay, another win. So we're up $100. Man, it is skirting with those zeros. Sorry, y'all. I know it might seem like I'm okay, you know, betting these large amounts, but this is still a lot of money to me. So I do get a little bit of a pucker factor. So this is a good spot. If you wanted to walk away, absolutely walk away. You're up $100. That is great for what? We've been playing maybe 2 minutes. Great profit. Remember, the longer you play, the more likely you are to bust. So if we win 2 more, we're gonna call it there, and we'll switch over to the Paroli.
$15 black.
Nice. Okay, another win. Perfect. All right, this is gonna be our last spin. Now I want y'all to remember this. We have won $125. But if we lose on this next spin, we're still losing $75. So you really have to think about what you feel comfortable losing and what you feel comfortable winning. Again, $100 is a lot of money. So I would recommend taking it. Acceptable risk for you, but hopefully, fingers crossed, we don't bust. No.
27 red.
Okay. All right, we won. We're up $150. Perfect. I am absolutely content with that. So y'all can see the potential with the Romanovsky strategy. Again, you're gonna bet 6 units on 2 of the 12s, and then you're gonna put 2 units on any 2 corners. Like I said, I prefer to bet big to begin with because, you know, the longer you play, the more likely you are to lose. But then again, you could always bust in the first hand. Luckily, that was not the case today. So, how about this? Let's go ahead and we are gonna clear this board and we're gonna set it up for the Paroli. All right, the Paroli, a much simpler strategy. This one revolves around the 1-to-1 bets, so that's the reds or the blacks, the evens, the odds, the 1-to-18, the 19-to-36. You're gonna bet 1 unit, and anytime you win, you're gonna double. And you're gonna do that 4 times. I'm gonna do $5. Since we're playing with profit, we'll start off with $5 and we'll kind of go from there. You can choose any of the 1-to-1s. I think we'll probably start off on probably the reds, just because I like playing the colors, but we can switch around. It doesn't really matter, your odds don't increase or decrease, right? All right, so let's give it a go.
$13 black.
And of course, that's a loss. So this isn't a Martingale strategy. We're just going to reset, rebet, same thing. So we're gonna bet another $5.
$15 black.
And another loss. Okay. It's gonna happen, y'all. You're not gonna win every time. The beauty with this kind of strategy is you're not betting a lot, right? So you're not really risking too much. Okay, come on. Can we get a win? And no win. All right, we're down 15. Let's bet again. Let's see. Maybe we can land us a red. Remember, it's 50-50 odds. Well, it's a little less, but
25
nice.
red.
Okay, we got a win. Remember, 50-50 isn't always 50-50. I've seen these go on a real roulette table, no joke, 18 reds in a row. So, all right, so we're here. We're gonna double up our bet, $10. And if we hit this, we're gonna double it again.
$25 red.
Perfect. Okay, so too easy. We're now gonna bet $20. So every single time you're just hedging your winnings. If this had been our very first spin, we would have only invested $5. So Remember that, we're playing with our winnings and hedging that.
Six black.
Ugh. Okay, that's a loss. All right, all right. That's gonna happen, y'all. But again, we're not down too much. We're down 20 bucks. Whereas if we were playing the Romanovsky and we had lost, we would have been down 200, right? So let's go something different. Let's try 10 bucks on the 1 to 18 here. We got some wiggle room with our profit.
34.
Ugh. Okay. All right. Well, that's how it is. Let's go again.
Red. 14.
All right.
Red.
Nice. All right. All right. So, just like we did before, we're going to double the 20.
Black.
Nice. Okay, perfect. So we're now going to double to 40. Again, we're playing with our winnings. That's important to remember. So don't be afraid.
Nine red.
Perfect. All right. There we go. All right. So this puts us in that perfect scenario. This is where you want to be. You know, you can always keep playing, but again, the longer you play, the more likely you are to bust on the next spin. So set yourself a limit. I recommend 4. You can do 6, but it's really hard to get one of those 1-to-1 to hit more than, 4 times in a row. It does happen. You can look up on the board, you can see we have a couple of blacks, like 6 blacks in a row. It does happen, but for me, 4. So let's double this up to 80.
Red.
And of course it's a loss. But that's okay. We're only down 40 bucks from what we want on the Romanosky. So as you can see, we've lost a couple of times, but we're not really down all that much. That's kind of the beauty of these systems. Remember, there's a trade-off with roulette. The safer your bet, so the more chance of you percentage-wise of winning, the more you have to wager. And the smaller the percentage of you winning, the less you have to wager. So that's the trade-off. Risk a little to maybe win, risk a lot to win a lot more. So let's reset this and we'll get right back at it and go right back to the 1 to 18, give it another shot. Oh.
14 red.
Why does it always do that? But it's a win. Heck yeah. You know what we're going to do. Double up. Ah.
22 black.
Okay. All right. So we're down 50 now. How about this? Let's switch over to the evens and we'll keep playing. If we get back to our original 500, we'll call it there. All right, no whammies. Yes, all right.
18 red.
All right, you know what we're gonna do, y'all. We're gonna double up. Let me know down in the comments what you think of these strategies. Have you played them before? Would you play them? Here we
6 black.
go. Okay, 2 wins. That's what we want. Again, you know what we're gonna do? Just gonna double up again. I really hope you're liking these roulette strategies. I'm enjoying doing these. I really like this. It's kind of a nice break from the slots. Heck yeah, all right.
22 black.
Whew. All right, y'all. So we're in that perfect scenario again. Again, you don't want to play for too long. As you've seen, we can get a lot of losses. So when you are up utilizing this strategy, take the win, walk away. I suggest 4. That's what I suggest. Play according to your own risk level. Ah, shit. Dang it. I forgot to hit the double button. And of course. Dang it. You know what? That's okay. You guys get the point. Sorry about that. Hey, we made 60 bucks from our Romanovsky. We would have made 160 had I hit the stupid double up button, but I forgot to do it. But there you go. The Romanovsky, the Paroli. I'm more of a fan of the Romanovsky, but you can definitely see the potential in the Paroli. It's a really good strategy for the low limit player. Let me know what you think down below. Hey, well there you go, y'all. The Romanovsky and the Paroli. Pretty simplistic, right? That's why we combined them. You know, it's something to try, something a little bit different than playing on slot machines. Now, again, I always recommend, if you're gonna be playing roulette, play it when you are up. Do not play it as a bankroll building strategy. I only play it when I'm up. Well, I hope you liked it. If you did, hit that like button. And as always, I can't wait to catch each and every one of you out there at the casino. Have a good one. Thanks so much for watching, y'all. Check out these other videos and be sure to subscribe for more slot tips and tricks. Remember, subscribing is always free, and it's the biggest way you can help me bring more great videos like this to everyone.